Hi everyone, happy Saturday, long time no see. So today I will be showing you how to work around for alert when a column change in Microsoft List. So sometimes when you want to create an alert when your Microsoft List change, you get this error saying that you cannot create alerts for lists for which users can only read their own items. So from the security point perspective, sometimes you really don't want users to read everything on Microsoft List. They should be only reading whatever they have created. And sometimes we don't even want them to go back to the SharePoint and edit what they have created in the first place. Uh, so I hope you will enjoy this video. Hello everyone, my name is Hao Zong. I'm here to help you to use office work tools such as Excel and Power Automate. If you think my videos are helpful, please help me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. So just to give you an overview on what this Power Automate Cloud will do. So first, you need a trigger. So your trigger is when an item or a file is modified. And then the next step is you want to get the properties of the changes for the item in your Microsoft list. And then you create a condition and select the column that you want to get alert when it changes. Then if it's a yes, then send an email. So I will go through the details step by step. So the first step is create a trigger. So you use when an item or a file is modified, then put in your Microsoft list SharePoint address there. Then select the list name, right? Then most important is you try to create a trigger conditions, because if you don't create a trigger condition, so whenever there's a change in the Microsoft list, the Power Automate will be triggered, and then it will use up some of your points from Microsoft. So I think there's a certain limit on how much trigger you can use before before you need to pay more, right? So what you want to do is to minimize it before it burdens the server. So what you do is you put on your site address, put in your list, then you go to these three dots on the top right corner and select settings. So for this example, I want it to trigger if there's initially a bank account number in that column, right? But and I don't want to trigger the workflow if there's nothing inside there. So my example here is a list storing vendor name and vendor bank account number. So I don't want people to go into that list, and if there's a bank account number, they erase it and put in maybe their own personal bank account number. And then when we pay the vendor, it will go to the staff to the employee's account instead of the vendor's account. So I don't want it to trigger every time there's a change of that column. I just want to know if there is an existing bank account number and someone change it, it will trigger this workflow. So the trigger condition is add not empty triggerBody bank account number. So before Power Automate Cloud triggers it, you will see if it is not empty, and then it will only trigger this flow. So next step is I want to get the changes for the item. and it's properties and only. So remember to choose the one in with the properties only in the bracket. Right, very important. So if you put in your site address, you put in a list, then you select ID from the previous flow, and then the trigger window, and since in the column since in the field since, you choose this trigger output, trigger window start token. Right. And the next step is you create a condition and select the column that you want to detect changes. So for this example, I want to know the change for the, if anyone change or the bank account number. There's this boolean for whether this field has changed, has column change, bank account number. So you just pick your own column here. So I just put one column and is equal to true. So this means that this condition check whether something has been changed in that bank account column. So after the condition, there is a yes or no. So if a yes, right, you can pretty much put any notification type you want. But for this example, I want to send an email to everyone. So I use send an email v2 to, I put all the addresses here, and then I put in the subject bank account in this vendor change list has been changed. Then over here, I write the bank account of, put in the vendor name, and then in item ID. So I took the ID from the previous flow, right? And then put in the bank account number. So has been changed to this new bank account number by the person who has changed it. So if someone go in and change the bank account number, the managers will get an email like this. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, if you think this video is helpful, please remember to subscribe and maybe buy me a coffee if this helps you a lot. I will put some formulas here. This one, the trigger condition, and put in the description below. So you can actually use it for other things, like if you want to only trigger when the column field change to something, then you don't put empty, you put a different formula in here, which I can put in the description below as well. Okay, hope this video helps you. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.